Steve Tyrer, thanks very much for joining Fax TV. Steve, season starts, Betfred Championship starts obviously on this weekend. Yep. Season starts obviously tonight. Looking forward to the Rugby League starting again?
I am, yeah. First game, my team, Saints v Wigan. I'm looking forward to it. Get home and watch that tonight. Hopefully Saints get off to a good start against the old enemy Wigan, but obviously my big focus this weekend is obviously Widnes on Sunday.
Coming up against your former team, of course, what does that bring?
Yeah, it is a former club, but obviously doing my former club a long time ago, so I live in Widnes. I love living there. Great club. Enjoyed my time there. Love playing against Widnes because they're always good games. We always give them a tough game. But now they're in our league, and I'd say we're more equal now than obviously when they've been in Super League. So it's going to be a tough game. And I think people are tipping Widnes up to either go straight back up or have a real good go at it. But you know we're ready for a big performance on Sunday.
Obviously, being relegated from Super League, they've made a lot of changes as you would expect. What do you make of their squad?
Yeah, they look like they've got a young, hungry team. A couple of superstars in there, which is always good to challenge yourself against. I think they will. I think they will make a good go of it. I think they might be a team that get better as they go on and they get to grips with the league because they've not been in it for a long time. Like I say, a lot of young lads in that team. But I've got some really good mates there, and after Sunday I wish them nothing but the best.
You think it's quite a good time to be playing them then, considering they're just coming into the league? And
you kind of have to be careful with the way when you say that, because you don't want to be disrespectful about them. But I think if you wanted to play them, and obviously they've just released a couple, they've got a few injuries, and so if there is maybe a time to play them, it probably is now. But end of the day, we've not played our full strength team once in pre-season, so they might be thinking the same about us. So it's just, for me, it's you turn up on Sunday and it's you just got to go for it, haven't you? And we'll see where it gets us.
How's pre-season been going? Enjoyable? Is that?
It's never enjoyable.
Never enjoyable.
In the most positive way that can come across. Yeah. It's never enjoyable. It's long. It's dark. It's hard. Yeah. But that's what it is, and that's part of rugby league. It's a big commitment of being in the sport. But no, we mix it up. We have a bit of fun as well, and I am glad it's over because it's game time now, and that's obviously what we play for. We don't play for running up hills and things like that. It doesn't really get you going, but we're pretty excited and a bit optimistic this year.
Just talk to me a little bit about the Featherstone game a couple of weeks ago. Now, obviously, you're trying in the last minute, and the goal obviously to seal the draw. Good game. Obviously,
it's not a game that everyone is ever going to remember. It's pre-season, but Featherstone are one of the biggest rivals, and if there's one team in this league that I like beating, it's Featherstone. So to not lose that game, and for a split second when we did score that try, I genuinely thought we'd won. I weren't really aware of the score, so I celebrated a little bit, and then I realised they had to kick the goal for a draw. So, but Featherstone's like I say, a big rival of ours, so it don't matter to me whether it's a friendly or a cup game or a league game. We want to get one over them, and I thought for that particular friendly, I thought our young lads who played that day played big periods without a lot of senior players on the field and did really well, and that was probably the positive from the game.
You mentioned we haven't seen a full strength team yet. Is that potentially a concern going into this season?
No, I wouldn't say it is, because the lads, the players that haven't played are such experienced players, so they know how to deal with these situations. If it's a couple of young guns that have missed out and they're coming in, might be a little bit rusty, but we're talking about Scott here, aren't we, and lads like that, and he'll slot back in, and he's actually a bit thinner as well and looks better, and that, so he's probably going to be on fire on Sunday, so he'll be ready for it, and as will the other lads.
Plenty of new signings obviously coming in, really improve the squad. Obviously Kevin Leroy, Ben Kavanagh, Sean Robinson, QLT, some real quality in those.
Yeah, there is. Like you mentioned Cav then, I was buzzing when we got Cav over the line and signed here, because I played with him at Widnes and academy level in my younger days, and I know how good he is. And when I played with him at Widnes, it was in the Championship, and he just destroyed it that year. And hopefully we get the same out of him again. And obviously then there's Q, there's Ben White, Kev's come in. Kev speaks better English than some of the lads, so he's slotted straight in, whereas normally French lads kind of struggle a little bit, but Kev's come in really aggressive, really competitive, and he's brilliant. And obviously while Shane's been injured, he's been on my side, so I've got to know him a little bit, and like I say, he speaks better English than the Yorkshire lads, so he's good, he's settled in well.
And I know we talk about all the time about competition for places, but really is the case in this season?
Yeah, it always is, to be honest. It always is, and you're kind of looking at it now where if for me, example, if I don't play well, I know I've got a couple of lads, not just one lad, or I've got a couple of lads who are ready to play, and we've got that in the half-backs now, we've got it at full-back. Young Reece looks... he's been held back a little bit because of injuries, but young Reece looks like an absolute gun in training, so I'm massively excited to see how he gets an opportunity this year, because I think he could be a really good player for us. We have got a bit of depth, and I think that it is a good thing, and I think everybody can be a little bit optimistic, but we still want to be the same old Halifax, getting written off and going along with our business quietly. But I think we'll be all right. I think we'll do well.
What do you make of the competition in the Championship this season? Obviously, I know last season we said it's the toughest season ever, and now we've obviously got York and Bradford in the league as well, so it seems to say the same thing again.
At the end of last season, you were probably looking at Lee and Featherstone, who were in financial difficulty, but somehow they've put together fantastic squads. So at the end of last season, you were kind of thinking, oh well, Lee and Featherstone might not be in it next year. Well, they're right smack bang in the middle of it again, which makes it probably, like you say, 7 teams, and then you've got Sheffield and York and teams like that who are going to have a real good go at it and get some upsets. So it promises to be another good season. But I'm not really bothered about all them and how entertaining they are. I'm just bothered about how we go.